been focusing on the movies.
Yeah.
Let's go on to games.
Okay.
The Star Wars games.
We're talking Old Republic, Force Unleashed.
All of them.
Okay.
All of them. Just the Star Wars games in general. Which one do you think was the best they made? Including Force Unleashed and stuff like that.
Okay. From what I played, Battlefront is great. I enjoy Battlefront a lot. We've played it together. It's fun.
Yeah. Me, you, Bern, and Ethan have played it.
Yeah, a lot of us.
You'll meet those guys later on. We're currently working on something with them.
But yeah, we've all played it together. We realised out of our friends who's the Sith, who's the Rebels.
I am Grey Jedi.
Yeah.
Ethan's a Sith. Bern is definitely a Sith.
But yeah, but with the games, I preferred Battlefront's fun.
Yeah.
Wasn't a fan of Old Republic. I couldn't get into it.
I
really couldn't. I tried for a long time to play it. I played all the different games. Couldn't get into it.
I have it, but this is my argument with it.
Mm.
If it wasn't solely on PC,
Yeah.
it'd be a so much better game.
Oh, if it was on PlayStation or Xbox, I'd be living on that game.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I can't
it's just the
stand-
control system on the PCs.
Like, you know me, I'm not a PC gamer. I'm a console gamer.
I'm console, but I do play a lot of PC games as well.
But you know me, I can't
Yeah.
stand it. But my favourite one would have to be Force Unleashed.
Which one? First one or the second one?
I like them both equally.
Oh, the second one's lovely.
Second one's fantastic, but
The second one, it's a sequel, and it does something that not many sequels do. It improves on the first game.
I realised how easy it was. The maps where the ground collapses,
Yeah.
I realised how easy it was. I put some cheat codes on,
Okay.
and I just played for any of the maps that have that. I just played as Boba Fett and just turned on the jetpack and just went just along. Just literally,
Even just stood there, man.
I literally just had to press forward, and if I saw a stormtrooper, shoot. That's it. I didn't have to do anything. I just played as... It's me. You know.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say I wouldn't be a rebel. I wouldn't be Sith. I wouldn't be Grey Jedi in any Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
I'd be a Mandalorian.
Oh yeah. You know Jango Fett.
Yeah.
You know that he's a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
You know the way he was contracted to kill, name Princess Leia, not Leia, Princess.
Oh, Padme.
Yeah, Padme.
Sadme.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
He was hired to kill Padme.
Yeah.
Do you think it's kind of odd for a bounty hunter to hire another bounty hunter to kill
What the kill is
to kill his target? Because that's what he did.
gives you plausible deniability.
Yeah, it gives it does that, but it's kind of, dude, do your own work. You have the skills. We've seen your sons, and he's the exact copy of you. We know this because he's a clone.
I'm ignoring the clone statement. I like my stormtroopers being random guys working for the Empire.
Think is that he was a clone, but he was a clone differently than the others.
You know me. I avoid Attack of the Clones conversations.
I don't like the clones myself.
Feel free to mark in the comments if you're a purist and you're against the prequels.
Where I am, I like the prequels and the original. I prefer the originals. I'll add that in. But I won't The only bad thing I have to say about the prequels is Jar Jar
Oh,
Binks.
Jar Jar Binks is an abomination.
If he wasn't in them, they'd be brilliant. But then again, if he wasn't in them, they wouldn't exist.
How do you mean?
As in, the set of motions that he set, you wouldn't have any other Star Wars film.
You would. I guarantee you could take him out of that, replace him with any character.
Or just make him not comedy relief. He was put in as comedy relief that wasn't
Then
needed.
again, I still vote the prequels still would have been bad.
No, okay.
Phantom Menace. The best thing about Phantom Menace, you watch that entire movie for 10 minutes of awesome in that fight scene at the end.
Yeah, I've often just watched the fight scene.
You know, you just watch the fight scene. All you need to know is, this is awesome, I'll fill you in if you're introducing someone to the movies.
Yeah.
Attack of the Clones, I stay away from solely because I couldn't stand it. As a filmmaker, I can't stand the script.
Yeah.
Like Mannequin Skywalker and Sadme. You know.
Oh, that was just crap. It needed to be there for the third one because you needed dark.
It needed to be there, but like...
Yeah.
The
Because you needed
dialogue,
Anakin to turn the dark.
the dialogue was so dry, they were talking about sand.
Yeah.
Like, who does that?
Definitely not one of his best
No.
moments.
Revenge, though, was perfect.
Oh yeah, I love Revenge of the Sith.
So will. I'm pretty sure Jar Jar had no lines.
Mm.
He might have had one.
Nope.
You barely saw him. I think now he had emergency powers or something like that, but that was it.
Mm.
And then we got to literally see a darker side of Anakin,
Which he
was good.
portrayed brilliantly.
Oh, he done fantastically.
Yeah.
And then
Which I think was the reason why he was brought in for the Attack of the Clones, because they probably
knew what he could do.
Yeah, what he could do and how he could portray it in the third film, but they needed to get through the second film to do it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, they needed to make enough money on the second film to get to the third one. To get to the third one, not through the third one. But anyway, back to the games.
Yeah. We went off on a tangent there.
You say Force Unleashed.
Force Unleashed.
Yeah. Okay, why?
I like the dual lightsabers. I like the characters in it. I think it's well written because it's not focusing on the main character from thing. It's not focused on anything. We get some good references from the actual movies.
Yeah. And they actually the game does something that not a lot of other Star Wars games does.
Yeah.
It makes you feel. Gives you the sense of feel of what it is like to be a Jedi.
Yeah,
as in
because you have to learn throughout it. You're learning throughout the game.
Yeah, you're learning throughout the game, and also it shows you what power you have.
Yeah,
as in you could do anything you wanted, as long as it's on the path that you have to take.
Exactly.
Say you wanted to throw just a random enemy straight up to the sky, you can. Exactly. Shock him on the way up. Go ahead. First, grab an enemy. Shock him, turn him into like an electric bomb, throw him at an enemy and throw him at a group of enemies and just blow them up.
I've done that many times in that game.
Yeah, it's fucking brilliant.
My favourite is when you have the stormtroopers with the jetpacks.
Yeah, oh.
And you just shock them
Boom.
and watch them fly around.
Whee! Yeah,
I've taken many screen caps of that exact moment.
That being said, my favourite Star Wars game has to be Star Wars The Revenge of the Sith.
I actually haven't played that one.
It is far... Okay, it was the start of showing you how much of a boss you are as a Jedi.
Yeah.
But also, you're not much of a boss as Starkiller.
Yeah.
It doesn't give you that much freedom, but it also did the two-player well. As in, you had a choice to... Okay, the game was basically... You could do the story in co-op. Right? Play it in single player. Same thing. Right? Or how far you are in the story. You could also do like a Tekken fight type thing.
Yeah.
Like Injustice, Tekken, Dead or Alive fight thing.
Yeah.
That was epic. Right? And depending on how far you are in the story and how many villains you fought is how many characters you have. As in, you could play it as Darth Vader fighting Ben Kenobi and have that fight turning out differently.
Exactly.
Or if you picked Anakin Skywalker, right?
Yeah.
He usually gets the blue lightsaber, right?
Right.
But if the second player gets him, he gets his red lightsaber. He gets the Darth Vader lightsaber, right? And his hood is up and he's the evil side.
I remember. Actually, I think I have played that.
It's brilliant.
I remember that.
Yeah. And I even think if you pass the game, you get Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure on that, but I remember the Anakin fight.
My favourite one was to play as General Grievous. You got the 4 lightsabers.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wonder why. But we've mentioned Starkiller a lot. I actually found out watching the Comic-Con panels and stuff this weekend gone.
Yeah, he isn't actually Starkiller.
Well, not even that.
He's a different name. He should have a different name. Starkiller was a different person altogether.
Well, it's not even that. It's nothing to do with the character. But the name Starkiller comes from the original script. Because Luke's name wasn't going to be Luke Skywalker. It was going to be Luke Starkiller.
Yeah.
And they've referenced it in games and stuff like that. But the new Imperial ship that all the bad guys are working on and stuff like that.
What, the newest one?
In the new movie coming out.
It's called Starkiller?
It's called the Starkiller.
Oh, nice.
And it's just this lovely little homage to George Lucas's original idea. Return was going to be called Revenge of the Jedi.
Yeah, I remember that.
Before that, and it was only changed
There's actually some jackets you can get on eBay.
Yeah.
They're very rare and very expensive. I will add that.
Hence why neither of us own any of them.
Yep. If I could, I would.
Oh yeah.
It's the same with Jurassic Park, which I'm not going to go into it. There's a lot of merch of what the movies used to be called, which I can't remember.
Neither can I, actually.
Yeah, but anyway, that was just a side note but we're sticking on the Star Wars.
Yeah.
Right. Now, most important thing of all, like, I know I'll be a Grey Jedi. You'd probably be what, Sith? For the lightsaber choice?
I think I'd be Jedi, but
Really?
yeah.
Why, for the ships?
No, not even for the ships. No, like, but that's if you're one of the rebels. You know. Give me an X-wing or a Millennium Falcon any day.
Sorry, there's
But
only one, and it goes to Han.
give me time. No, I think I'd be like I said, my favorite lightsaber is the green ones.
Yeah.
And like, let's face it, you got Yoda, you got this. The only reason I'd be a Sith is if I wanted to have more fun.
Yeah. To be honest, I know I've seen the morals of the Jedis and the Sith, and they're basically the same thing,
Yeah.
but there's bad parts in both of them.
Yeah.
The Grey Jedi takes the good parts of both and mashes them together and leaves out the bad. So I'm cross between both of them of their good merits.
Oh, you're such a teacher's pet.
I'm sorry, I just looked up at my little Dark Vader. Hi, Dark. This has been Dean from Totally Biased Geeks on the episode of Geek Talk. Please subscribe, comment, and tell us what you think.